Up next, a black woman says that she is upset at the shutdown and they'll be boycotting until they get their food stamps. It's always the pretty ones that's gonna say some dumb shit. She don't need to have brains, cause she got body and beauty. I can already tell I ain't gonna like this.
Alright, so I got some shit to say. I feel like if they're gonna be cutting the EBT on the 1st, we should be boycotting, okay? I feel like they always showing niggas like we are the only people on food stamps, which is not true. And some of y'all don't like talking about these topics because you feel like they're taboo. Not to me. I do whatever the hell I want. I say what I want. I speak my mind because I feel like I have to stay true to myself. And I feel like why would we create situations where it's inhumane when we would create situations where people could be starving? And a lot of people be like, oh, you can go to a church or this and the third. And not to disrespect church, because people from churches, they be having good hearts. But a lot of that food is not healthy. And we all know that healthy food is expensive. Now, a lot of people will say, well, they shouldn't be on no government program. Bitch, you know what? If you so motherfucking rich, why the fuck is everybody faking it to make it? Then, here's my other issue. Y'all be like, oh, they shouldn't be on these programs. Woo. Well, guess what? They price gouge every fucking thing. Everything is so goddamn high. Everything. Some people, the only thing they got money to cover maybe they rent, and they ain't got it they ain't got no budget for everything else because the cost of living is high. So why the fuck do they have to suffer? Like, we should have free health care. There's a lot of things that need to be changed. We don't need programs. We need the world to adjust to being realistic. And I hate people who lack integrity because they'll be like, oh, it's not my problem. It's not, until it is, until they on your ass. And then you gonna want somebody to have your back. No. If y'all just would stand for something, everything wouldn't be an issue. We don't need to be sensitive about bullshit. We need to be realistic about real shit. And that's what I got to say on that topic.
Told you. She said a whole bunch of nothing. She looked good saying it though. What are we gonna boycott? Like, are we gonna boycott grocery stores? Everybody's gonna stop eating? Is that how we gonna do this thing until, like, what are we gonna do? I don't know. You know. She looked good saying it though. I ain't gonna lie. She sure did.
Wait. So, we got lots of people posting on social media that they're losing their SNAP benefits. Oh, they're losing their minds. However, they got the latest iPhone. They got their nails done, their hair done. They got a Louis Vuitton bag. They got money for all of that. But they ain't got money to feed their kids. They want the taxpayers to do that? Well, the taxpayers didn't lie down with you in your bed, spread your legs, and pop out these kids that you want us to pay for. So here's what you do. You go in your car, which you probably got a nice car too. Go in your car, go fill out some job applications, and while you're at it, stop at the nearest bookstore and get a how-to book on how to prioritize life. Because I'm sick and tired of it. We're seeing people with the latest iPhones. I don't even have an iPhone 17. And you mean to tell me that you can't afford groceries for your kids? Get out of here. We're done with all of that. I will not sympathize with people who have nails like this that are this long and have all sorts of rhinestones. Probably paid $200-300 for your nails to get done. You're spending $1,500 on a cell phone and on the human hair. Get synthetic. Get press-on nails. Learn how to cook inside instead of going out to eat. Okay? Start budgeting what money you do have. I never in a million years thought, look, man, I got 2 kids. 2, okay? I buy my own groceries, okay? And I had to use food stamps to get on my feet. And once I got on my feet, and guess what? I didn't need it no more. So I stopped applying. I said, let the next person who actually needs it get them. And I'm seeing a lot of you with Louis Vuitton bags going, oh, what's going to happen to my SNAP benefits? Psh, oh, well, a lot of them been on food stamps for decades. Section 8 housing, decades, generation after generation. Look, okay, I'm telling you this much, man. Nothing is free. Nothing in this country is free, and you are more than capable of getting out there and doing something for yourself and making something of yourself. Don't let anybody sell you short. And if you yourself are selling yourself short, well then, man, that's a generational curse you're going to have to break. But I will not sympathize with the people who are sitting there on the latest iPhone 17 Pro Max going, I'm about to lose my SNAP benefits. Feel bad for me. Nope.
I agree with her sentiment. You're going to have people in the comments that's going to be like, yeah, but what about the people that need it? Blah, 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 blah. We're not talking about those people. There's a specific demographic of people that a lot of these messages are aimed at. And what a lot of people are trying to do is they're trying to take the people who actually need them and use them as shields to be like, well, what about them? We're not talking about those people. We're actually talking about making room for more of those people, because the ones that are abusing the system is a lot.
So the government is taking away EBT cards. And you know who's not complaining?
Black men.
Black men.
Yep.
I thought we were supposed to be broke. You know, especially fit black men, as one video girl said. I thought we were supposed to be broke. I don't even see white folks complaining, since they're supposed to be more on welfare.
Nah, some of them are. Some
I
of
do
them.
see one group complaining.
He not lying. The Great Reset is here. It's like the odds being stacked against you. That shit is over. It's like daddy government just kicked over the pile of crates that they were standing on to make themselves look like they were above black men. And now everything is crashing and falling. And you see black men, they're not even affected by it because we've been out here getting it. It's the Great Reset, man. Winter's here.
Boasting about getting $3,500, $4,000 in food stamps, posing with big carts of food. I've been working in social work for 35 years, and I have never seen anyone get thousands of dollars in food stamps. I see them getting a few hundred, under $300 a month, maybe $400. So I think those videos are false and rage baiting. And if anybody is getting that amount, then they're using multiple names and committing a fraud. But that is not the average person who receives SNAP. There are people with disabilities. There are families. There are working people that need the assistance with food. So let's do it.
How about we fact check that? Hey, guy in the chair, you there?
I'm right here. Just let me know what else you need and we'll keep it rolling.
I need to know, is it possible for someone to receive $3,500 a month in SNAP EBT?
In short, it's pretty unlikely for someone to get $3,500 a month in SNAP benefits. SNAP amounts are based on household size and income, and even a very large household with extremely low income wouldn't usually reach that kind of number. So realistically, no, that's not going to happen under current SNAP guidelines.
What would it take for somebody to get that amount?
Well, to hit something like $3,500 a month in SNAP, you'd basically need an enormous household, like a huge number of eligible family members all living together with no income. Even then, it's really not realistic under current rules. SNAP has maximum allotments that just don't go that high. So in practical terms, there's really no scenario where someone would get that amount.
Well, there you have it, some sobering truth.
You have to be a real dumbass if you ever plan on looting these stores, raiding these stores, all because you're not getting your EBT on November 1st. Do you not know that these stores and law enforcement actually be on social media? Do you not know they're already prepared what they're about to do because they already know it's about to be like another Black Friday situation, except it's going to be even worse because people going to actually leaving these stores with carts full of food because their EBT cards not working? You don't think they actually watching social media for that, what y'all about to do? Now, I did say in my last video about when EBT is not going to be given to people on November 1st, that people I do feel bad about are the elderly, senior citizens, the disability people that cannot get around all. And I also got to mention the kids itself, because they didn't ask in the situation, they didn't ask to be here, they just so happened caught up in it.
Fuck them kids. Fuck the kids? Yeah.
I also want to say is those of you that's been finessing the system, let this be a lesson learned that you cannot depend on anyone to fund your lifestyle.
Yes.
I see more PSA videos on my For You page when people saying that they're going to start looting these stores if they don't get the EBT on November 1st. I'm like, what's good going to do for you? Because all it's going to do is get you behind handcuffs and locked up. Now, I've
and
already
lose
seen
the
on social
benefits.
media some of the Walmarts has already been looted because people actually walking out the stores with a basket full of groceries. So it has already been officially started. Just November 1st going to get even worse. But I hope a lot of you that's saying that you actually going to plan on doing it, y'all just doing this for cap or doing this for views or whatever, because don't do it. Those people on here that's saying that what they about to do, they're going to go ahead and do it, get out their way. Or if you see something, don't say nothing, mind your business. But I hope a lot of you guys over here making say videos about if you don't get your EBT by November 1st, you're gonna start looting these stores. I'm pretty sure this is nothing but all cap. I mean, a lot of you making it seem like working 20 hours a week is a lot. I work 40 hours a week or sometimes even more, so you really got it better than me. And the only thing is eligible for you to get stamps is to work 80 hours a month. That's really nothing. So y'all on here complaining about y'all EBTs y'all not getting your EBTs on November 1st. Let this be a lesson learned. Those of you that's finessing the system to get your ass up and get a fucking job.
I couldn't have said it better than that. She's exactly right. That's exactly what everybody's thinking. We're not aiming this towards the children. We're not aiming it towards the elderly. We're not aiming it towards the ones that actually need it. But there's a lot of people abusing the system, and they're doing it so much that it has altered the black community. It's affected us in a dastardly way. Now you're gonna start to see, more black couples, because women gonna have to get their act together.
I have recorded this video so many times. So this is gonna be the video that I'm gonna get out.
All right, let's do it.
I am a single mother who relies on SNAP benefits. I live in a women's shelter with my 2 children, one of which who will be 5 next week, and an almost 7-year-old. I work. I am continuing my education so that I can be the person that gets us out and gets us on our feet.
Yeah.
But while I work and while I'm working to continue my education, I am restricted by their school schedules, restrictions imposed on me from living in a women's shelter. We have curfews that we have to abide by. We have to be inside the building at a certain time. I cannot have childcare come to me if I needed to pick up an extra shift. And because of curfew restrictions and other restrictions put in place, I can't take them somewhere to pick up a shift. So SNAP benefits are what gives me a footing. And while I receive child support, it's not enough. It's not enough to supplement with my paychecks and the frequency of which I am paid and the taxes that I pay on my paychecks. And I am not the only one, because I live in a women's shelter of women who rely on those benefits.
You know what I hear when she says this stuff? At first I heard, I was feeling bad for her. First I was like, man, she's trying, right? But as she kept talking, I started thinking like, damn, bitch, you an unfit mother. Why don't you get them kids to the daddy? Obviously you can't handle this and get your shit together. But I'm gonna let her keep going.
To take care of their children. Because we found ourselves in positions where fathers refused to take on more responsibility.
What do you mean by that?
And it's not just those situations. There are so many situations in which families rely on those benefits who are families. And as many times as I've recorded this video and as heated as I have gotten, there's no reason why anyone should have to go without, because our elected officials are refusing to release the funding necessary to keep these programs floating.
Yeah.
And to use blame and shame and guilt trips for the states who are trying to do what they can to subsidize these funds. I don't think that we really realize the depths that this is, the damage that this is going to do, but the women, the mothers, and the families, but the mothers especially, who are going to go without meals so their children don't have to. I know that I will absolutely be one of those mothers.
Damn, she said it. Boy.
There's so many words and there's so much rage right now because we should not be here. We should not be here.
Boy, if I was her baby daddy, I'd take this video right to child support, boy. Get full custody and throw her ass on child support for real. She evidently can't take care of them kids. She just a bad mother. She looking for some sympathy. You sound like a shitty mother. You need to get them kids to their daddy and put yourself on child support. That's what you should do. That's what I think.
Because the Democrats are more concerned with illegals than they are Americans, 42 million Americans who depend on SNAP benefits are in danger of losing them on November 1st. If that does happen, I know people who are depend on SNAP benefits, and if it does happen, I'm going to do what every American that is able to do should do. I'm going to help them out. See, we should be helping each other. We should not. This shows you can't depend on the government. You shouldn't depend on the government. That's not the government's job, is to feed you, and we should help each other as Americans. But more concerning than what the Democrats are doing by taking the benefits from the people that need it, the 42 million people, is why do we have 42 million people, 12% of our nation, dependent upon SNAP benefits, federal government buying their groceries? That's alarming. That's what needs to be dove into when this is over, is why do we have so many? Is it abuse of the system? Do we have that many impoverished? Is it systemic, where just generations you are raised to live off of the government? That's the stuff we really have to look into. 42 million people should not be on federal assistance for groceries. Again, the Democrats
Agreed.
care more about illegals and gays in Honduras than they do Americans.
Yeah.
So remember that when you go to the polls, but we have to really look at why so many Americans are on SNAP benefits. It's a total travesty that 12% of our citizens are dependent upon SNAP benefits. McGee is out.
That's a lot of abuse going on. He right. But I'm going to help y'all with some helpful advice. No one's coming to help you.
Am I the only one that's sick and tired of seeing these videos with people giving their 2 cents about this EBT shutdown that's going to take effect November 1st?
Yeah, I love seeing
And
them.
reveling in the fact that people are getting ready to lose access to food.
Those are my favorite ones.
The number of videos that keep coming across my feed with people with they think pieces about how it's about time that they cut y'all off, or you've had it long enough, you need to go to work.
Yeah, I love those.
And figure out how to feed your own kids without us as taxpayers having to pay to feed your kids.
Yes.
To me, that is, it's a lazy read if that is what you're attempting to do by making these videos and saying that, because the majority of people that are on food stamps actually work. A lot of people that are on food stamps, people that you would think that are not on food stamps, are on food stamps. People get food stamps for various reasons. It's not just simply because someone doesn't have a job. It's
So
baffling to me.
Wait. Wouldn't that mean that message isn't for the ones that have a job, right? Wouldn't they be only talking to the people that are on it without the job? I don't get how y'all do that, though. I don't get how you can redirect the message to people who have a job. Like, do you see what I'm saying? Okay, I'm gonna let it keep going.
That you would even be reveling in the fact that someone is about to go without food. Kids are getting ready to go without food. But you're making these videos saying how it's about time. Like, really? This is crazy. This is wild. This is
This is insane, and it absolutely speaks to the state of where we are as a nation, as Americans. It's sad. It's sad. I have the mind that orange man gonna step in on November 1st, or at least on Halloween or something right before November 1st, and be like they're going to extend food stamps or whatever. They're going to make sure it gets taken care of. Because he wants to, we all know he loves this to be the savior. He loves to come across as if he's done something. He's going to create the issue, and then down the line, he's then going to fix it, or in his mind, fix it to make it appear as if he found the resolution for said problem that we all know that he created. I really hope that is what is going to happen. Because if individuals are not able to get food stamps, that is not only impacting them, but it's going to impact all of us. It's going to impact all of us in terms of food, people with jobs. If grocery stores are not going to be able to sell product, they make a lot of money off of food stamps on a monthly basis. People can potentially lose their jobs in the grocery stores because there's less customers coming in. They have overstock of food. Ultimately, they're going to start ordering based off of, trends, and the food prices and the food sales are going to trend downward. Well, the food prices are ultimately going to go up because that's where it's going to impact us. Those of us that are not on food stamps, they got to make up for that loss somewhere. And it's going to come to us. So y'all making these think pieces about being happy and celebrating the fact that individuals are getting ready to lose their food stamps, as if it's not going to turn around and bite us all in the butt at the end of the day. It is. Y'all tell me what y'all think about this. Have y'all seen these videos? Because at this point, it's getting ridiculous. It's getting out of hand. Like, it's crazy. Let's talk about it in the comments.
These people are fucking nuts, bruh. I'm gonna tell you right now, they're only losing food stamps during the shutdown. Once the government get funded, the food stamps get the rolling again. It's not like somebody's like writing a bill saying no more food stamps. This is only happening because of the shutdown. And the only reason why the shutdown is happening is because of Democrats. The Republicans are ready to go ahead and fund the government so that everything can keep going and they can debate whatever it is that they want to debate. But Democrats are like, no, you're gonna have to do what it is that we're asking you to do and fund this bill, or else we're not funding the government. That's what's happening right now. People logic be all over the place. I don't know.
Everybody shut the fuck up. Hey, shut the fuck up. Let me tell you something right now.
If you made it this far, check out the video we just did where women on TikTok are fed up with food stamp recipients. It's time for them to get a freaking job.